What is up, everybody? Crustless Crypto here, back in the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be giving away $150 worth of EGLD once I hit that 2,500 subscriber milestone, so make sure you guys support the channel. I do have a website, crustlesscrypto.com. Check it out, bookmark it if you want. Also, make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter, at Crustless Crypto. Links are in this description down below. There is a lot to cover in this video, guys. First, I'll be talking about the Elrond's price and its market cap, how exactly it will reach Solana's market cap. I'll also be talking about the MEX token and Elrond network, additional information brought to you by some key players in the community. I'll also be taking a look at a couple Elrond holders, Maiar DEX strategies, what they're doing right now with liquidity pool farming as well as MEX token farming. We'll also be looking at community tweets, a lot of tweets that kind of get your head spinning around Elrond and not being worried about what's happening right now. And lastly, we're going to be taking a look at some perk additions from NFTs that I covered in my last video. Put the card up here above me, but yeah, let's get right into it. So guys, taking a look at the price here, right? I want to look at the overall market cap first. So Bitcoin's sitting at $54,000. A lot of coins are in the red right now, continuing to dip. A lot of things are speculative, but at the end of the day, it's going through a regular cycle. It's, correcting itself. Bitcoin did push all the way almost to $70,000 if I'm not mistaken. Now it's sitting at 54,000. A lot of coins are bleeding hard. I mean, you got Cardano here down 20%. But I mean, it could be worse. It could be better. But right now, all I really care about is Elrond. So looking at Elrond right now, it's sitting at $412. It's kind of moving with the rest of the market. It's in the red, but I mean, it did have a nice pump. If we look at the 7-day, right, it did go up to around $400 and I believe $30, and then it corrected itself back down. So it's still trying to figure out where it wants to sit at. I mean, it is holding above that $400 level pretty strong. We're gonna have to see exactly how far it will go down. I'm not worried about the price, obviously. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I'll talk to you guys about why I'm not worried about it in a moment here. People like MMCrypto here saying EGLD is cheap. He's a big player in the crypto space, right? Dude's got over 533,000 followers. So he's even saying right now, EGLD is cheap. And he also states here, buying EGLD now is like buying Sol in 2020. So the reason why I want to introduce these tweets, right, is because we're going to be talking about Sol and its market cap. This is Elrond video, but we need to look at Sol's market cap. I'm going to talk to you guys about why Elrond will reach Solana's market cap. Now, when he says buying now is like buying Solana back in 2020, this is a year, right? So this is the Solana market cap, overall market cap from 2021, right? This past year. In November, it was sitting at only $91 million, right? And then in January, it was sitting at around $1 billion market cap, January 26th. We look at Solana's movement over this year, right? The year 2021, it went all the way up from 10 billion and exploded all the way up to $55.94 billion market cap, over a 50x. And if you bought in back in 2020, I mean, you're looking at more than a 50x if someone wants to do the math. Solana's corrected like the rest of the market. It reached an all-time high market cap of $78 billion. We look back at Elrond's market cap, it's at $8 billion. So if we compare the two, it's sitting at almost 8x from here. But if you want to look at its highest market cap, it's sitting at approximately a 10x from market caps. So Elrond has a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out, and the technology and the capabilities of the Elrond network and what it can provide for cryptocurrency users and owners are huge. And if a coin like Solana went all the way up to the top 5 cryptocurrency this year, 2021, there's nothing that says EGLD can't do the same. You have people like that have their full confidence in EGLD. I have my own full confidence in EGLD. There's a lot of potential here. People are selling now, and that's fine, but they're not realizing that if Elrond was to ever hit Solana's market cap, you're looking at a huge price tag. I believe it's at least $2,000 a coin. And right now, it's only sitting at $400. So guys, take that into consideration when you're making your investments. Obviously, you want to be in the least riskiest as possible, but this is why you need to make smart, educated decisions when it comes to your money. Now, I mean, just looking at the Maiar exchange, right? It's coming from Elrond Warriors. He says, EGLD Warriors, let's see how Maiar exchange stacks up next to the big boys. 7th place, not bad for something that's about 1 week old and so much room to grow. So, I mean, guys, if you look at the top, 10 kind of decentralized exchanges here, Maiar exchange is sitting at number 7, and this is pretty awesome. I mean, total value locked is $2.1 billion. Obviously, it's not as high as Uniswap. It's sitting at $9.78 billion, but it's not too far from there. I mean, even PancakeSwap's total value locked is $6.53 billion. and that's approximately about a 3x from our current space. So again, guys, there's a lot of more room to grow with not only the Elrond token itself, but the actual Maiar DEX. Some sentiment out there. I mean, you got someone like Crypto Chef here. He's saying when the masses are going to see that crypto is actually a global savings account for all the individuals, that's when we see real adoption kicking in. DeFi means money from the people for the people, and he states, and EGLD will be at the core of it. I agree with that. It's going to be at the core of every other blockchain network out there, in my opinion. What they're bringing to the table is a lot, and I see a lot of things coming in the space. I say it all the time. With what we're seeing just right now in this time, I'm very happy to be a part of it. I mean, you got someone like Invest2 Nguyen is also saying, imagine EGLD and MEX price increase next week when the people who waited finally receive their unstaked EGLD and FOMO in. It's going to be crazy. So I want to talk on this because there's a lot of people who probably unstaked once they realize the amount of gains that people were making from the liquidity pools. Now it's a 10-day unbonding period, and the Maiar DEX released about approximately around 7, 8, 9 days ago. So we're going to be seeing a massive influx, me included. I had a lot of EGLD staked, the majority of my EGLD staked, and I realized how much money was actually being made through these MEX farms. And I was like, wait, I need to pull at least the majority of my EGLD out. So there's probably a lot of people like me that did the same, and they're just waiting for their coins to unstake. So this is a very valid point, and we can definitely see price movement definitely in the future. Even Wesley Kress, he comes out, right? Crypto volatility is not always easy on the human psyche. We are wired to go away from pain, which is those reds. Ergodic practices long-term in crypto, right? So first, you need to dollar cost average, accumulate more, maximize passive income, staking liquidity pools, and farming, but only on trusted and secure protocols. And lastly, risk management and patience, right? EGLD and MEX. So things are not going to just blow up overnight. Sometimes they do, but they sometimes fall harder. Realize, guys, that this is a long haul game. And if you don't see the bigger picture and the long-term potential for the Elrond network, then you need to take off your blindfold. In my opinion, don't worry about the price. This is a sale. You guys should definitely be listening to these guys and buying more. That said, I also want to talk about some awesome posts from Wesley Kress. Again, please follow him on his Twitter. He also has a YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. But he states here, many in crypto will ignore EGLD Elrond network from the human psychology standpoint. They are seeing things the way they have that have prevented mass adoption in any disruptive technology. The future market leader is rarely seen until it can't be unseen. Just like Tesla, think of the Tesla stock. No one was really investing in it until recently when it blew up, when it was sitting at $800, $1,000. People don't really see the great projects out there until it's actually in front of their face. And if we scroll down here to take a look at this illustration here, he's kindly provided us. It says here, the rest of crypto strategic approach versus the Elrond network. So with everything else, right? Mental masturbation. Think small, believe zero-sum game, focus on what hasn't worked, reactionary, and become complacent or blinded, whatever the perspective. The world will adopt the technology because we believe in it. Let's continue in echo chamber and not rethink things. Why they ignore Elrond. Let us make the most complex elements that only we can use and fight over very small existing crypto markets, copy Ethereum smart contract and dApps, and rush to the market first and ignore principles, right? With the Elrond network, they're focusing on that mass adoption, larger market, thinking big, right? Via world-class security and decentralization, world-class user interface, infinite scalability, world-class economics and liquidity, as well as first principle design with generosity and lifting all tides. Not a zero-sum game equals mass adoption. Kind of like a pyramid here, but not necessarily. Think of a circle. Everybody wins. Everybody is going to get a piece of the pie, and it's not going to be like the majority of these crypto projects where it's a pyramid scheme. If you don't get in first, you're going to end up last. There's a lot of money-making opportunities passively, even with the market cap being super big in the future, and there's nothing to really worry about because if you're being a part of the Elrond network right now, you definitely will have a lot of rewards to come, in my opinion. So this is coming from Peter Doe asking Wesley Kress, hey man, can you explain where Maiar Elrond got the 1.29 billion from to pay these payouts? I've been trying to find this out. So he talks about this. Now, great question. This would be like asking where Apple gets the $1.29 billion in software. MEX represents a state-of-the-art DEX in crypto built on a state-of-the-art blockchain. Elrond network EGLD price set relative to the bootstrap to EGLD, which is that exchange rate, right? So the reason why how they got this $1.29 billion valuation is because when they pegged the EGLD value to it and they, calculated the market cap, or the supply. If we scroll down here, he also elaborates on this. The team gave this DEX away a portion free to community of supporters from April 19th for 12 weeks. They further distribute ownership via inflation from rewards by participating in the Maiar exchange. Where does the money come from? It comes from those who want to exchange EGLD for MEX to have ownership. They exchange at the rate. Also via inflation via rewards. So this is where price can only maintain if it keeps on par with inflation, and from selling pressure of MEX if that is occurring. He goes on to state here, understand that the value of these elements are determined off a set of price similar to the price a software company sets for a new product. In this case, MEX was set at that price, right, of EGLD, then it's set based on supply and demand. Of course, based on the bootstrapping, the variables are drastically changing, and hope that helps. So that is very solid points. If we take a look at the graphic here, right, understanding value captures as it relates to the blockchain and Elrond network. So when we look at the MEX, right, it's the dApp built on top. It's the icing on the cake. It's the backbone of liquidity for the entire Elrond ecosystem, governance rights to the Maiar exchange, the growth of the Maiar exchange, and utility of trade-free collection via liquidity pools, as well as utility of liquidity mining rewards via those staking liquidity pools. And then when you look at EGLD, right, that protocol layer, the actual cake, immutable ownership of the entire Elrond network, utility of all network fees collection via staking, growth of the entire Elrond network, utility required to perform any transaction, and the governance rights in the feature DAO. So if we look here, right, the blockchain, you have those applications, the protocol itself, and then same thing with the internet, protocols, DNS, www, etc., etc., etc. So thank you, Wesley Chris. This is very important information for you guys to understand. So now I want to look at what people are doing, their strategies in the Maiar DEX space. So you have Jay here saying, I plan on compounding my EGLD MEX liquidity pools until the 2x rewards dry up. Then I'll only take US dollar returns from the yield. I plan on compounding any of my staking rewards forever, and if I need to take profit, I will claim and save my rewards at a given time. Build the base. So that's a very good strategy. So again, you compound those LPs until the 2x rewards dry up, so there's nothing left, and then he's going to take those US dollar returns from the yield, then compound those staking rewards. So he's just reinvesting what he already made and compounding it. He's not going to be pulling it out and liquidating it. And he says here, if he needs to take the profit, I'll claim and save my rewards. So very smart, and that's just something that you guys could do as well. This is coming from DivXman. His strategy is, as of now, I'm simply accumulating by farming MEX and locked MEX. I'm not swapping any of my MEX for EGLD because I expect it to take a large rise in price within the first week of Ride being unleashed to the DEX. At that point, I'll resume compounding. So that is also very smart. I mean, what he wants to do is just focus on MEX. He doesn't want to swap any of MEX for EGLD. He wants to wait for the price rise, and then he can, implement his newer strategies and his next steps forward. More clarification on that, right? Not sure I understand. Are you harvesting your MEX and stacking a MEX farm? And he further states that I'm farming MEX and locked MEX in my smaller account for the Denver strategy, but not harvesting, just holding. In my larger account, I'm farming locked MEX only and not selling any of my bought MEX for compounding. I may consider moving all earnings into the MEX only farm temporarily. So you guys could do that as well. Have two different farms, two different kind of strategies here. You can have a larger account and a smaller account. It's all up to you, and that Maiar DEX really offers you that flexibility to do so. Speaking of the Ride tokens, so this is coming from Elrond Warriors. Massive demand and participation in the lottery for the first Maiar Launchpad project, Holoride. 115,000 tickets paid in EGLD and 10,000 winners. Were you one of the lucky ones? So if you guys were, make sure you put it in the comment section down below. Congratulations. It's unfortunate I couldn't participate, or American citizens couldn't, but hopefully Launchpad projects in the future will enable us. Now, when we look at this, right, the Ride token, this just came out not too long ago while I was making this video. The metaverse for the next billion people, Ride, is now available on the Maiar app. A new chapter begins for the Elrond network ecosystem. Game-changing products using Elrond tech gain a compelling adoption path via the Maiar Super Crypto app. So it shows that the Ride token is now available. I don't believe that it's actually available to trade on the Maiar DEX, but if they're already implementing the Ride, token holding on the Maiar wallet, then it's only a matter of time before it's actually released. Moving on from that, Lucien Minku here, just looking at some community tweets here. He retweeted, this is Elrond meetup on Barcelona 2021. the amazing Elrond ESP community together, 75 warriors sharing quality time and our love to the Elrond network. This video is a gift for Benjamin Minku and all of the EGLD team. So you have a whole bunch of people here who support Elrond, banded together, made a video, and this is awesome. Holding a coin is one thing and supporting it, but it's a whole nother level to actually meet other people who share the same sentiment and who are part of the community and actually, go hang out and do stuff. It's completely amazing. I'm kind of jealous. Hopefully one day I'll get to meet a lot of you guys out there who do support Elrond. At the end of the day, this is a family, and it's important that people understand that we can all prosper together. It's better than being divided and better than being violent or antagonistic, and this is awesome to see. Lastly, guys, I want to wrap it up here. So I made a video about NFTs. Stramosi came out and they said they'll make a grand visual debut in key international locations, and everyone who holds Stramosi NFTs may receive exclusive airdrops, while early adopters will get them guaranteed. This will be ongoing. So I believe the first 1,000 NFT holders are guaranteed airdrops, and then I think the last 3,000. So if you were the first 3,000, you will be able to, may receive exclusive airdrops. So I had to go and get myself one. This is my Stramosi that I got. Pretty cool stuff. So, if you guys see it on the eMoon NFT, if I ever decide to sell it in the future, this one's mine. I bought it from the Trust Market, and I can tell you right now, very clean interface. Refreshing the page here, there's about 2,800 Stramosis already minted. So there's 200 left if you want to be a part of the early adopters. My next NFTs, the Elrond Cyber Monkey things, they're coming out in an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm waiting for this to launch so I can buy it. So that is it, guys. A lot of information and things I covered in this video. The community grows every single day. I appreciate everybody for supporting my channel, liking, and subscribing. Again, I'll be giving away $150 worth of EGLD, so make sure you guys are sticking around. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Have a good one.